The debate on if college athletes should be paid isn't new. With the high amounts of money the athletes bring into their university, many wonder why the players don't receive any compensation for their hard work.
I definitely think college athletes should be paid. I think it's a problem because there's some players who had the economic situation that works out for them going into it, but some players that don't.
The players obviously want compensation, but are the logistics to regularly pay college athletes even possible?
Of course, probably not. And especially schools that don't have as much funding. So if you were going to pay a student at a school that does have a bigger budget, then those other smaller schools are always going to be at a disadvantage because they're not going to be able to pay that kind of funding to students.
Right now, I think that college athletes are getting paid. They're getting paid by if they get a scholarship, they're getting their tuition paid for, they're getting living paid for. I'm sure there's a way that they could figure it out, but it would, I don't think it would be a good idea to turn college into a business, because when you're in college, you should be focusing, of course, athletics. No matter what people say, athletics is going to come first for, the starting quarterback at the University of Oklahoma. That's going to be number one on their thing, but school is definitely important too.
The argument then shifts to more of a compromise. Should the players be allowed to sell their autograph or even do commercials to gain some compensation?
I think that's something that I think that's where you draw the line because they're not professional players yet. They could easily be a bust in the league, whether it's basketball, football, baseball. But I think that I think they should be paid, but I think that commercials and advertising is kind of taking it over the top just because they're not professionals yet.
When you do that kind of thing for money, you've then shifted again into the professional arena. So it makes sense that if you can't get paid, then you can't do it that way because you still, if you're doing autographs and all those things, then you're still going to get paid. So that's still like getting a check from somewhere.